guys, hope you're all doing well. For a little bit of a tech tip Tuesday sort of vibe, bringing that back. Won't be bringing that pick back anytime soon. So in this video, I wanted to talk about a very simple restringing technique. It works most commonly for modern guitars with the sort of standard thread the string through the middle of the post. I don't know what it's called. It's just modern machine gears. Wouldn't particularly work on a vintage style. I haven't found any hacks there. But this one, you've probably heard from many other guitarists, and it's called looping. And basically this guitar needs a restring, as you could probably tell. And this technique generally helps improve the intonation of the guitar, and reduces the amount of string slippage that happens, that tends to happen through guitar machine head posts, I should say. And I'm going to show you guys how it's done if you're not familiar with it. Okay, I've got my trusty Tokai Love Rock, aka Les Paul awesome replica. That's what it should be called. Nothing quite like these guitars. But anyway, I'm not talking about the guitar, I'm talking about restringing it. So it's in dire need, as you can see, sort of the age in the strings. You can see it's sort of off from the sheen, a little bit more grey than they should be silver. I've seen a bit of use, and it's a good opportunity to clean it up as well. As you can see, some of the wear and tear, finger build-up and greasy fingers, sweaty fingers, clammy hands, I don't know what you want to call it. Just general use and general maintenance. So stick a nice set of Tuesdasy strings on it, and we'll go from there. Well, it's sure good to see Tuesdasy actually teaching us about how H-string guitars work. Not that I really need it. I only need up to there. Okay, the first step is we've got to unstring all of these. So I'm going to start with the high string, just on the off chance it snaps on me. We'll go from there. Okay, just before I remove all the strings, this is what it's sort of meant to look like. It's meant to sort of come back out, and then you bring it around, you spin it, you pull it around, and then it loops itself. So that's sort of, if it focuses, that's what it's meant to look like. And there too. Like I said before, it's always a good opportunity to give it a clean. Clean up some of the junk inside the frets as well. Maybe even give it a bit of fresh oiling, because this stuff's very porous and it gets very dry very quickly. So it's the best thing to do. So let's give it a bit of a clean, shall we? Vintage flair going on, huh? It's a good chance to make more washing for the missus, right? Okay, so in this instance, because the fretboard is very, very makey, I've got this stuff right here, which is fretboard cleaner. Pretty basic stuff. All it does is just clean junk off. Now, I haven't heard any horror stories come from using Windex or anything like that, so if you want to be like My Big Fat Greek Wedding, do so. That also cleans up your fretboard a treat. So I'm just going to spray a good dollop there. And all we're going to do is choose one side of this cloth before I send it to the wash. That's right, that's just shaking up the oil that's going to go in here. You're just going to scrub this sucker clean. Next up is this good old stuff. Lemon oil. Lemon oil. Lemon oil. Yeah. Good stuff. This is the good shit. So with this stuff, you just take the lid off. Has a funny looking brush thing.
Hey, bully.
You just apply it on. Sideways. Go up and back. As long as you're just covering most of the fretboard. This will also allow the inlays to stay in within the wood. Circular motions works good too. So there's no real, someone will probably correct me in the comments section, but there's no real way to be doing this. Basically just applying the oil and then wipe off the excess. Now it's all oiled up. Magical darkness. It's also what it's called. First part of this process is pretty simple. Like any guitar, has their own setup or their way of working the bridge. You just follow the same setup as you normally do for the bridge. So in a Les Paul case, and the same rule applies to any guitar with a modern tuner setup. Yeah. Right, so we thread the string through. Now come with me to the other side of the guitar. Alright, and also please do not forget to wipe off the fretboard. I tend to let it sit, but please do not forget. Okay, on to the main event, or the main part of this video. So stand like you normally would, thread it through. Okay, so you thread it through, give about a couple of fingers at the fretboard. There's a tension, I like to give myself up to 3 frets worth of tension. Pull it as tight as you can till you got tension up here at the top corner. And then if I spin this across over more, back to here, I'll show you exactly how this goes. Pull the string back the other way, because normally you're turning the string that way. So we want to bring this the opposite way, under. So we've got to go under the way it goes through the post. Like so. And then you're going to pull it like a U, as tight as you can. And it's going to come loose a little bit, but I'm going to do it really nice and tight. And what you're doing is getting the string to tie over itself. And then you start winding. Like that. Hey now, DJ, play like that. And again, pull it around. Alrighty, so here it is. It's all restrung, all of that sort of stuff. Strings are still hanging off. There's a reason why I've got it not tuned. Annoy the crap out of you who were hoping for a tuned guitar. There's a couple of steps left.
Sometimes I stay up late and I drink all the paint.
One of them, if you've got a Gibson style guitar with these sort of tuners on them, or a vintage style Fender like a 52 Tele or a 54 Strat, for example, then this stuff becomes your best friend. It's just Vaseline, not for any other reason. I have a girlfriend, you sick bastards. Or petroleum jelly, grease, like the stuff that you buy for, greasing up. Not recommended for grease. This stuff's a little bit better because it doesn't leave black marks, or it doesn't leave it dirty too much around the machine heads. But you can use grease like ball bearing grease, or like the red bearing grease, bearing. You use it for bearings on cars and stuff. You use the same stuff. Definitely don't recommend machine oil. Will not work. 100%. This guitar, for example, has these little holes here, and you have to try and feed this stuff into these holes. So I'll do it off camera, but I'm just going to let you guys know before you tighten up the tensioner in your guitars. Put some Vaseline in if you've got these style tuners. Put it in, and it'll allow the mechanisms to work properly and not break over time. And then tune it up to tension and start working on the intonation. So the trick here is I'm just going to get some on the edge of my finger here, and it's literally just massaging in. Good dollop. It's just trying to massage it in, just really shove it in there. Sounds very wrong. And that's done. Okay, so there's that. It's all restrung. These have their tuning gears all moisturized. Now I'm going to go away and I'm going to intonate it, because most of this was just how to do the looping. So hopefully that helps, and see for yourself, see the differences and see if it works for you. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.